Okay, welcome back everybody. It's Sunday the 7th of December. Let's go over the gold overview for the second week of December 2026. Okay, market is moving really nicely in terms of us potentially aiming for all-time highs. As you can see, last month closed as a bull candle, taking out over half of the previous wick. This month so far, we wanted price to push up slightly and then have a little pull back down. And then by week 2, 3, and 4, start to see price continue to take out this wick to the upside. So essentially, once we look to break 4262.7, it really is predominantly looking for buys. On the weekly, as mentioned last week, the previous week candle, so not last week, the week before, closed a bull candle, taking out around 80% of the wick to the left. And then we wanted that weekly candle to slightly push up and then start a descent back down to come back into these areas for a pullback to respect our really nice trend line to the upside. And then we want to see an engulfing break for 224.4 and then break that high of around 4260 and then continue to attack all-time highs. So we closed with a resistance and a bear candle. So I am expecting a slight push up and then a continuation to the downside. However, if this week, for especially Monday, Tuesday, we start just pushing down aggressively first, then I'll be waiting for an engulfing daily candle to buy and then see if we can start to attack the buys to the upside. On the daily, if we turn on the Ichimoku cloud and our drawings as well, let's turn these on. Here we go. You can see we are above the Ichimoku cloud. And we have already tapped into one RAM candle. We have another down the bottom here. And we have 5 session lows that have not been retested. So I am expecting this week for the first, at least Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, to start attacking to the downside. So predominantly looking for sells to respect these trend lines that we have. And if we go to the lower time frames, 12 hour, we've broken below the TK line at the top. 8 hour, you can see the aggressive engulfing selling candle breaking this trend line that we had. And then by the 4 hour, we are below TK lines. So short term for a few hours, little spike up. Then we're looking for the continuation to come back down, respecting this uptrend that we've broken through and just creating a new lower high essentially here where we've closed for a downtrend to continue down. So short term for the next Monday, Tuesday, I'm predominantly looking for sells. And then it doesn't mean I won't take buys at the lows. It's just a case of overall, my bias is more that we're going to look to come down. When we go to the lower time frames, you can see quite clearly it is extremely bearish. And with this wick to the downside, it's telling me for the first 1 hour, we may well have a nice spike down into these zones, take out some lows like it did here with the Asian low and then spike up. But overall, I am looking for us having some bouncing around in these areas for the downside and then waiting for that daily candle to close as an engulfing bullish candle to continue to the upside.